All right, cowboys and cowgirls. Eminem, The Real Slim Shady album review. Oh, let me put some dip in. We hate blacks, gays, and woke culture.
And Muslims.
And Muslims. What do we love? We love Eminem. Okay? We love dip. Okay, we love our trucks. Okay, so Eminem, Death of Slim Shady album review. You know, I got my cowboy hat on. I got my flannel, my Wranglers, cowboy boots. I bought out the cowboy gear. This is for, all them Eminem fans out, because them farmers, they love Eminem. If you in Iowa, Idaho, Delaware, you know what I mean? West Virginia, North Carolina, Montana, all them states, farmers stand up. Farmers stand up. I'm with you. I really don't know what people's beef is with this album. I'm seeing on social media people are saying, oh, it sucks so bad. Eminem does it again, he sucks again. This album isn't gonna change anyone's mind. The people who have been loving Eminem, even through his worst music, are gonna continue to love him with this album. The people who just continue to hate on Eminem are just gonna continue to hate on Eminem. It's not really that controversial. So this Death of Slim Shady album, it's kind of like Guilty Conscience, that record with Dre and Eminem, and they're kind of having a back and forth with each other. This album is like Slim Shady and then Marshall Mathers. And Slim Shady, in my opinion, Eminem he's going heavy into like the woke culture stuff. And how many times on this album did Eminem say the word transgender? How many times did he say retarded? How many times did he say midget, pronoun? Like, there's not much depth to the Slim Shady. But I actually like how this album started off. The song Renaissance.
Given the fuck I started a celibate. Now there's travel inside the mind of a hater.
I thought that was great. I thought it was a great angle he was taking. He's kind of critiquing hip hop fans. He sounds really in his bag on that song, but it's not. No other song touches that first song in the rest of the album. It's distinctly different than the other songs. There's not like any humor on that song Renaissance. This is a critique that I have with the album. On Renaissance, that intro song to this album, Eminem delivers his critique without humor. So it feels serious. It feels he actually feels this way. Y'all tearing down legends. You said Kendrick's album wasn't good because they ain't have bangers. You motherfuckers will probably have something negative to say about 36 Chambers by Wu-Tang. All the other critiques that Eminem appears to have, about people, society, and culture, whether it's woke culture, PC culture, it's behind this veil of humor and crassness, which is overdone to the point where it feels like satire. So it's like, do you feel this way or do you not? And because he takes that angle, it makes his Slim Shady attempts at shock value not hit at all, because it feels overdone and it feels like a parody almost. It feels like someone's parodying the Eminem from the early 2000s. It doesn't feel like he just brought Slim Shady back from the dead. So that's like a critique I have with this album. Like, Eminem is hiding, and you guys can see the tag. I'm returning this hat after this review. I bought this cowboy hat just for my people out there in Iowa. You know what I mean? Delaware. But that's a critique that I have. Like, Eminem it's hard to tell what he thinks about stuff, or even his critiques about Candace Owens. It's all hitting behind this Slim Shady character to where Eminem doesn't have to take full responsibility for what he says because he doesn't want to get canceled. But on the album, he's like, I don't care if I get canceled. Well, then just say what you want to say with your chest, like on Renaissance, where you said it with your chest. And I think Renaissance is the best song on the album because of that. It feels very serious. Shady, the Real Slim Shady song came out. It felt a little more authentic. Like, Eminem's critiques of pop culture felt like his actual critiques, not something he was trying to get off through a character, even if that's what he was doing. On here, it's like he's hiding behind Slim Shady. He has critiques, but he's trying to pass them off comedically, almost like he's scared to actually just say what he wants to say. Because as much as he critiques cancel culture, it seems like he doesn't want to be canceled. That's why he just doesn't come out and say these things, in an interview, or not hiding behind a Slim Shady character moniker. And Eminem said years ago, I'm sick of all you little boy and girl groups. All you do is annoy me. So I have been sitting here to destroy you. Like, that is a critique that many of us also had. Like, these pop boy band, girl bands, it's a critique we also had. And it felt authentic. Like, yeah, we're sick of them too. But here on this album, when Eminem's critiquing like pop culture, it's almost cringy in a way because it's all the same. Like every other song, midgets, all fat people, wow, pronouns, I can't remember them, all transgender. Okay, cool. For example, this is what I'm trying to say is the Death of Slim Shady album. It's like cringy and try hard in a way. It's like he's trying to be offensive, whereas the original Slim Shady, it doesn't seem like he was trying to be it felt like those were his actual thoughts, and if you got offended, you got offended. No one's gonna get offended by this stuff, man, like because it doesn't seem serious. For instance, right here, this is the song Road Rage. I walk around more confused than my Aunt Linda's man friend. Again, this is like the 15th time he's tried to joke at LGBT, but cool. A black transgender Klan member who's a Caitlyn Jenner fan and a member of Grindr and Tinder. Okay, cool. Like, okay, it's trying to, like, he's trying to offend you. And as a result, it comes off not serious. Or right here, the breaking news skit, which is track number 12. This is what Eminem is expecting the commentary to be on this album. Now the breaking news. This week in music, Detroit rapper Eminem. Is he trying to cancel himself? Professors lining down the streets, they're boycotting him, but no one cares because it's not like, for instance, when Dave Chappelle makes a joke about the LGBT, people actually got offended, even though it was an obvious joke, but it wasn't like he's just trying his hardest to offend them. He told a joke, and then the joke, they didn't take the joke, low sense of humor, they got offended, and that's their right. This isn't that. This is, I'm expecting professors to line in the street. I don't want to get canceled. Don't cancel me. You know, it reminds me of this meme that I saw on the internet earlier.
Cancel me all you want. I don't even think you should be on this freaking darn game if you don't have a microphone. You can cancel me for that. I don't care. It's just my opinion. Go ahead and cancel me. Go ahead and cancel me. I don't care.
Yo, Turtle, shut the up, bro.
Think I care if I get canceled over an opinion that simple? I don't.
Dude, we get it. Please, Turtle, shut the up.
Someone's trying to cancel me for and stupid opinion.
Bro,
No
no
one
one
said
has
they were
said
gonna
about
you.
it.
Cancel me. I don't care.
No one said they were gonna cancel you.
So why cancel someone for just a simple opinion they have?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This is the song Brand New Dance, which I think is just a super cringe song. Jacking off by your mom, King Kong or Kim Jong-un, you know. I don't know what the farmers in Iowa think about this, you know what I mean? And when Eminem is being this tongue-in-cheek while also trying his hardest to offend you, while also trying his hardest to be like, oh no, I hope I don't get offended, it makes his bars less effective. Like, it makes his actual critical bars less effective. So for instance, he had a bar about Cassie and Diddy. Next idiot getting his ass beat worse than Diddy did Cassie. On the real though, what? She probably ran out the room with his dildo, you know, put it back in my, get a steel toe. I mean, I don't know, I know the Eminem fans are watching this. Who is this catered to? I know what Eminem tried to do here. Eminem fans, they love the Slim Shady era. He's probably for years, he's seen his fans ask him, yo, bring back the Slim Shady bars, bring back. So he's like, I'll bring it back in a creative way. I'll try to kill off Slim Shady and it'll be this conceptual album, you know, which is cool. And then while doing this conceptual album, I can give y'all the Slim Shady bars that you guys asked for. I think that's a great concept. But the Slim Shady stuff, the shock value stuff, it just doesn't work that well. Not for me. He's not in this album cunning enough. If he really wanted to offend people, like, and really bring back that Slim Shady era feel, that he's not cunning enough here. Everything is like too obvious. Like he's already showing his hand before he plays it, and he's expecting you listen to the breaking news skit. He's expecting people to be like, oh, he said dildo and he put it in my ass and steel toe. Oh, I'm getting canceled. The professors are lining up. Nobody cares, like, because you're not cunning enough. In his attempts to do this, to offend people, he's went overboard, and therefore it's not effective at all. Like on this song Evil, like somewhere he says like screw them pooches. He said he shoots a dog. Look at them two beautiful poodles. How cute are they? Well, them poodles are screwed today. Now I'll shoot the dogs. Okay, cool. Like he has a bar like, oh, I gave Skylar Gray, who does a lot of his courses, I gave Skylar Gray hepatitis A. Okay, cool. Like, Like, no one is up in arms about this. So I do think Eminem has legitimate critiques about PC culture, woke culture, about just the current world as it is. He's just hiding behind crass humor. He's saying what his issues are, but and I think his issues, like Eminem is very in tune to his audience, because I think his audience agrees with him for the most part. But he's hiding behind crass humor and being so crass to the point where it's outrageous. So you can't, it's almost like a comedian. You can't fully take what they're saying seriously. I think this would have been a more effective album if M brought the Slim Shady thing back, but made it feel more effective. There's a way to really offend. If you really don't care about offending this community or that community and you want to say something about them, Eminem is a lyricist. There's a way to do this. This ain't the way to do this album. I do think conceptually it's a good album. I like the idea of the Death of Slim Shady and all this, but the Slim Shady thing is not executed as well as it could be for me. You guys see the tag on the hat. I'm returning this. I bought this cowboy hat just for this review. So I want to get to some of the cringe bars on Bad One. Cringe bars. You said you're looking for miniature golf. Thought you said you were looking for men to jerk off. Your mouth is a hole. What? That means my dick is engulfed.
No bars.
Okay.
Not a bar.
Same song, Bad One. This whole subgenre with all these corny white rappers, I'm not a fan of it. It ain't my fault, but like sock puppets, I had a hand in it.
No bars.
None.
Not a bar.
Here's the song Fuel featuring Jid. Jid had a great performance on this song. I'm like an R-A-P-E-R. Got so many S-A's. Wait, didn't he just spell the word rapper and leave out a P? Didn't he? This is y'all guys. Oh, it's not that serious. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, he spelled graper instead of rapper. Oh, it's so funny. And this is another one of those try hard songs, Antichrist. Oh, Eminem, he's Antichrist. He's Antichrist. Let us decide that as we listen and be like, damn, this nigga's like demonic. Let us decide that as we listen. Don't be like, oh no, they're calling me Antichrist. No one called you that. Like, you're trying so hard to put this on us. Like, you're not that offensive anymore, bro. You're just not. Antichrist. How come you can't be nice? Look who's talking, dog. Like Brian from Family Guy. Brian from Family Guy is a dog. Yeah. Okay. Here he goes again. Oh, before I get banned and kicked off Twitter and TikTok. Well, nobody cares. Like, nobody cares, trust me. Mom, do I still act 8? Maybe a little, Debbie. What? Like a cat, like a snack cake slut. Oh, it's one of those funny ones? Oh, it's all funny. Oh, it's funny. I also want to put a light on the Candace Owens shots that he has on this album. For some reason, Eminem thinks he's like the arbiter of blackness or something. He, multiple times on this album, he makes the assumption that Candace Owens turned her back on black people or something. And let's just read the bars. Candace Owens, I ain't mad at her. Well, you obviously are. You mentioned her twice on your album. I ain't gonna throw the fact bitch forgot she was black back at her. Laugh at her like them crackers. She's backing after her back is turned. In the cute MAGA hat with her brand new White Lives Matter shirt. Call her Grand Wizard, Candace, or Grand Dragon. Like the national anthem, I won't stand for the tramp. So this is like where Eminem is kind of like a miss with his audience. Because in one breath, you're like, yo, we hate woke culture, we hate PC, transgenders, yeah, America. In one breath. But in the other breath, you're like, oh, Black Lives Matter, F Candace Owens, F MAGA. You know what I mean? And then here's another one. Where we at? So again, remember, Eminem, he's not mad at Candace Owens, right? But here he goes mentioning her again. It ain't my, oh, we already said the sock puppets bar. This $1,000 in my hand is just like what Candace did when she turned her back on her race because I have abandoned it. Personally, I don't have an issue with Candace Owens. Someone tell me, what did Candace Owens do where she turned her back on her race? Is it simply because she has conservative political views and she identifies as a Republican? That's not turning her back on black people. And secondly, Eminem, you're definitely not the person to say anything about black people. Just stay in your lane. Just stay in your lane, write some cringe bars, and try to offend people as hard as you can. Telling a black person that you don't know you turned your back on black people when you're not black is just, it's insane. But there is one time where I laughed out loud on this album. It is on Road Rage. At the end of the song, like Eminem breaks off into this juvenile high flow.
Oh, you want me to fucking chill and tone this shit down, huh? Yep.
Oh, you be way high. Oh, you high. Y'all remember the juvenile high?
That's you with that big body Benz, huh? That's you that can't keep old lady because you keep yelling the friends, huh?
It's just so random. I was like, what the? I was listening to it at In and Out. I was like, what is going on? That was legit laugh out loud. And then also on Guilty Conscience 2, Ja Rule just catches a wild stray.
What? When I say fuck midgets, I mean Ja Rule.
Like 15, 20 years later, he just gets a wild stray from Eminem. Because you know Ja Rule and M used to have beef. When I say fuck midgets, I mean Ja Rule. And this is like Eminem's 38th time mentioning midgets. Can someone please go and then count how many times M said midgets, retarded pronouns, all these buzzwords? Please let me know. Don't play about my truck. I don't play about my truck. Last dude who touched my truck, well, you don't want to know what happened to him. You don't want to know what happened to him. He's somewhere over yonder in the bayou.